Hey Taurus, welcome to your love and romance reading for March 2022. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for the Taurus collective here. You might stumble upon the video outside of March. That's fine. You're going to find it whenever it's time for you to hear the messages. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave what doesn't. So let's go on ahead and see what is coming up here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more shuffle. And guys, I'm a little bit curious about the Taurus energy, so do me a favor. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this because Taurus is your sun sign, or if it's one of your other placements. And let me know how many of you are fellow Scorpios with a Taurus placement. I'm Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon. I'm just curious, and I'm like gathering information for myself, so I'm just curious how many of you are not Taurus Sun or Venus and how many of you are Scorpio. So let me know in the comments. First card that's coming up here is the Five of Wands. Sorry, I have to chuckle. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm chuckling about the Five of Wands is the element and the energy that I'm getting for the Taurus collective with the Five of Wands in this reading is the inner struggle, where you feel really conflicted about something. Like you want to go one way, but you're not sure, and maybe you're feeling pulled in different directions. I'm feeling the inner struggle. Now, obviously, the Five of Wands could be that you have a situation here where there's some kind of competition, right? Like maybe you're dealing with someone and there's a lot of people chasing them, or there's a lot of people chasing after you and you're trying to decide which person you want to be with. There could be an element of competition and pursuit for some of you, but the element that I'm feeling is inner struggle. And Taurus, I feel like you're dealing with someone that really wants you and is being very insistent about you, but you all aren't necessarily aligned. Like you don't want the same things out of life. And I feel some of you Taurus are having a really hard time shaking this person, right? This could be an ex. This could be somebody who is like kind of coming in too little, too late. Like they're wanting to get all serious now after you've moved on, or after you've seen things that you're like, yeah, I can't be with this person. So I do feel there's this like inner struggle for some of you, and maybe some of you are kind of like doubting yourself. Like you're like, well, I don't know, like maybe this person really loves me, maybe they really care about me, they're being so persistent, and maybe I should give them a chance, maybe I should give in. Sorry, my doggy woke up and he's making all kinds of noise, so we'll have to forgive him. So some of you might be feeling like, I don't know, like maybe I should just give him a chance or give her a chance. Like maybe they really love me and they're being so persistent. But remember something, Taurus. Persistence doesn't equate love, and persistence doesn't equate readiness per se, right? This can be an ego thing, this can be a codependency thing. Some of you may be in that high priestess energy that I talk about from time to time, and this person may be just latching onto you and like, you know, like trying to heal. And so but I do feel an element of multiple people after you, multiple people trying to get with you, multiple people trying to talk to you, multiple people in your DMs. And maybe you're like, I don't know, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I not want to be in a relationship? But I feel a sense of like this inner struggle, this inner conflict, like you're trying to figure out what you want in your love life. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the Eight of Swords. I'm telling you, you have somebody who's making you feel kind of cornered here. You have somebody who's making you feel like they don't want to let you go. Okay, very persistent person. Now, Eight of Swords can sometimes come up when a person is feeling stuck and trapped and they're looking for somebody to rescue them. I don't get that vibe from the Taurus collective in this reading. I don't feel like you're looking to be rescued, but I do feel like some of you are feeling very surrounded or cornered by a person. And I hate to say this, for some of you, it's going to be multiple. Be ready, Taurus. Be ready, because I feel like there's this group of pursuers that you're going to be dealing with. And as I said, a lot of it is because a lot of you may be in high priestess energy. Now, you all showed up in the reading for Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Taurus showed up for Gemini in a positive way, right? So maybe for some of you in this group, there might be a Gemini that some of you are having a positive connection with, and you may choose that person out of this group of people pursuing you all. But I do feel there's this sense of where you're feeling a little bit like, do I even want love? Like, on one hand, you've been trying to manifest it, and now that the options are here and you have to kind of dig through them and see who's here, some of you are like, I don't know if I want this anymore. I don't know if I want this anymore. Like, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. If you are a Taurus who's like really new on your path, and you're just now breaking out of like codependency in your family, or you're just now coming onto your path of awakening and coming into a higher vibration, maybe life feels very lonely for you, because you might feel like, well, I want to find high vibrational people. The people around me, they're really like, toxic. And so maybe like you're wanting to find that perfect soulmate or that perfect person so that you can start to do the things you want to do, right? You might feel like, I just need the right support or the right partner, even if it's not romantic, the right friend to come in and, take me by the hand and we can make these changes together. This is where that can be challenging and where this can be dangerous. Energy attracts energy and like attracts like. So if you're feeling like you need someone to come in and take you away from all the bad, scary people or all the people you don't like, you're going to attract that same energy your way. So the best case scenario is you're going to attract somebody who feels just as lost as you do, and they're looking at you to figure it out. They're looking at you to take the lead. Then eventually the two of you start butting heads, and both of you are telling the other person, how come you leave everything on my back? How come I always have to be the one to figure everything out? And you're, what? You figure everything out? I'm the one that always has to figure everything out. And it becomes this bickering. And it's like two people who are lost wanting the other person to take the lead and figure out the way. That is the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is you're going to attract somebody who's more of like a opportunist, or someone who is seeing you as weak or vulnerable, and they're seeing an opportunity to pounce, whether it's to get you into bed and get those goodies, or get into your bank account and get into your money, or if it's just the simple fact of feeling like they have power over somebody's life, right? Like they're in charge and you're looking at them for everything, right? It could be a power trip for some people. That's the worst case scenario. So, my advice to you, Taurus, if you're one of those Taurus where you just kind of feel lonely and you're waiting for the right person to come along, friend or romance, so that your life can begin and you can have the person to do the things you want to do with, it's actually going to be the other way around. Start doing the things that you like to do, or that you're curious about, or that you are feeling called to do. And that's where you're going to find what you really want in your heart. Like-minded people, people to spend time with, people who get you, people who are higher vibration. But you got to get out of the current circle first. You got to join them where they're at. They're not going to come to you. So if you can have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and start doing the things that are interesting to you or that are calling to you, then you start to make the connections that you're hungry for right now. One more thing, I'm going to say this. I don't mean to get too dark or too creepy or too weird. But the Five of Wands with the Eight of Swords, I don't make the rules, guys. It's just the way the tarot cards work. The Five of Wands with the Eight of Swords coming in together could be for some of you some kind of power dynamic in the bedroom. Maybe you're being approached with this, that somebody is like wanting to do some experimental stuff in the bedroom. Maybe it involves like being tied up, or Eight of Swords could be a situation with like tying up. Five of Wands can be power struggles, conflicts. There could be something here where maybe some of you are wanting to explore that, or there might be somebody presenting it to you and wanting you to do it with them. My advice to you is don't do it with anybody you don't know very, 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 very well, and that you have a high level of trust with, right? That's not something willy-nilly to just say, I'll give it a try, and you don't really know the person or you don't have established trust with them. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't know the person, if you don't have established trust with them, don't do it. But for some of you, this might be a dynamic that's coming up, and it's not my place to tell you how to live your life. It's not my place to tell you what to do with your body, or in the comfort of your own home, or in the comfort of someone else's home. It's not my place to tell you what to do. My only advice to you, those of you that are having this presented to you, is do not do it unless you know for certain this is somebody you know very well and that you can trust and that you've known for a long enough period of time, and they can't do something and God forbid you disappear or something, so just use caution. Don't go into it lightly. Don't do it because you feel pressured to do it. Don't do it because you want to prove anything. Those are the wrong reasons to do something like that. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, fear, worry. You're worried about all the things that might go wrong. You're worried about how people might see you or view you in a situation. Some of you could be dealing with someone who may be a bit of a narcissist, and they may be trying to get you back together with them again, or they may be trying to keep you from leaving a relationship or situation, and they may be saying things to people that are making people feel very sorry for them. And people might be like, Taurus, like, this person loves you so much. Taurus, this person is willing to do this for you. They're willing to do that for you. Like, why are you being so mean, or why aren't you giving them a chance, or they're wanting to do something very generous for you, or like whatever it might be. So some of you might be feeling pressured or worried because you're worried about how other people are seeing you or viewing you, or what people are saying about you, or they're saying they think that you're an ungrateful person, or that you're being really mean, or you're not appreciating what this person is doing for you. Some of you have fear and worry over how other people are perceiving you. Some of you are having a hard time sleeping. You might have insomnia. You may be up until the morning pretty much and not going to sleep till 6 or 7 in the morning. And it can be because a lot of you have some very complex decisions to make right now, and it's keeping you up at night. You're having a hard time sleeping because there's a lot on your mind. But this is the issue, and this is the problem. When we're not getting enough sleep, we become more emotional. It puts our hormones out of whack. It puts our mood out of whack. So we're more emotional. When we're more emotional, it's really difficult to make good decisions. We'll make fear-based decisions, or uh, just decisions that are not based in logic, decisions that are not well thought out. So you might be having a hard time sleeping because of the decisions you have to make. But you're not going to make a good decision if you're not sleeping. There's this catch-22. Making sure that you're getting sleep, very important for Taurus right now. Also, I feel like a lot of you are receiving messages in your sleep. Now, whether you are somebody that you believe in intuition and messages coming in from heaven, or messages coming in from spirit, or loved ones who've passed on coming in through your sleep. If you're watching tarot readings, chances are the majority of you do believe in messages coming to us from our loved ones who have passed on, or from our guardian angels coming to us through our dreams. But sometimes if you want to say, oh, I don't know if I believe about that, it could just be in your subconscious, your inner knowing. Inside, in your heart of hearts, you know what to do. So you could just view it as your subconscious coming through in your sleep and telling you, hey, Taurus, this is the answer. In your heart of hearts, you know this is the answer. In your heart of hearts, you know this is what you're supposed to be doing. So this sleep is going to be crucial for a lot of you in your decision-making process, as far as like what is coming through spirit or through your subconscious in your dreams. Okay, the answers are going to be there for a lot of you. So you have to try to make time to do this. Maybe do some saging or smudging in your space, in your bedroom, in your home. Maybe burn some incense, clear some energy, clear away clutter, have a bath before bed or some kind of nighttime routine, because you're going to have to make big decisions here. And for a lot of you, the answers are going to come in through your sleep, through your dreams. I just feel, I'm sorry to say, Taurus, I just feel that for some of you, you have someone that's really, really, really like trying to guilt you or pressure you into being with them. And there could be an element of gaslighting here, where you start to think, wow, like this person really cares about me so much, and they're so wonderful to me, and why am I being so mean, and why am I pushing them away? But meanwhile, there's reasons, right? There might be that Five of Wands, there might be conflicts, there might be power issues, there might be problems. This might be someone who wants to take you and lock you away in a cage here with this Eight of Swords. But they're pressuring you so much that you're like, well, maybe I'm just being ungrateful. Maybe, I'm not making the right decision. So just get some rest. Get some rest. Be open to the messages coming in for you from higher self, subconscious, angels, guides, loved ones who have passed on. Because a lot of you are being pressured by someone. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the King of Cups. King of Cups is oftentimes seen as husband, marriage, father. It can be a very generous person. For some reason, I feel like for some of you, this person is trying the pressure, trying the gaslighting, and maybe those things aren't working. And now they might be coming in and like love bombing you. Now they may be coming in with gifts and presents and trying to take you on trips, and I want to do this for you and do that for you, and I want you to meet my family, and I want you to, I don't know. Like they just might be doing things for you where they're trying really hard to win you over by love bombing you and being very generous, giving you a lot of presents, giving you a lot of gifts. You might even be offered marriage. If you're not married, you might be offered marriage by this person as like this ultimate thing. Like, look what I'm doing for you. Look what I'm offering you. Look what I'm giving you. Now I have to say, Spirit is showing me like a haystack, and then like the needle in the haystack, So I do feel, Taurus, that you are manifesting a life partner. You are manifesting marriage, or a happy marriage, or a happy relationship, or manifesting love here. But there's a lot of different people pursuing you. And so I feel the needle in the haystack is like Spirit is saying, in this group of people that's pursuing you, your person is in this group. Your person is among these suitors. The issue that you're having is it's difficult for you to see this person or focus on this person, the needle in the haystack, because there's somebody in this particular group who is being very loud, who is being very persistent. And it's maybe kind of messing with your head a little bit, or making you kind of doubt, yourself. Am I making the right decision? But I do feel that the right person is going to emerge. But you, Taurus, have to be in control of your emotions. You have to be in control of your fears. You have to be grounded. You have to be in your body. And it will begin to become clear. Kind of like if you were, swimming underwater in a lake, and something happens and a bunch of dirt gets kicked up, and then the water is murky, the water is muddy, you can't see, it's not clear. But you calm down, you're not moving around so much, eventually the dirt settles and you begin to see clearly again, right? So just calm, 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 calm. No need to make sudden decisions, no need to panic. If you can just kind of ground yourself, breathe, the dirt is going to settle back down to the bottom, and you're going to be able to see clearly. And you're going to know which path you're going to take. You're going to know which person you're going to choose. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the Queen of Wands. And this is getting your fire back, your passion back, taking back your power. I feel for some of you, one of the things that you're going to know that this is not the right person for you is that Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. This might be somebody that's making you feel very uncomfortable with the things that they're approaching you with in the bedroom, or in like the physical intimacy. And so you may be taking your power back. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, this is what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Some of you may be attracting somebody who is more about making sure that your needs are met and that you're satisfied and you're happy. And that is making you want to make them happy, right? And so there could be a very passionate connection here with the person that you're being with. But the Queen of Wands here is taking back your power, right? This could indicate fire sign energy for some of you. If you have a fire sign placement, maybe you're kind of pulling more on that energy or that aspect of yourself. But the Queen of Wands for me, regardless of whether or not you have fire sign placement, Queen of Wands comes up for me when you're having this eye-opening moment and you're realizing how much you bring to the table. You're realizing how much you have to offer, and you're sick and tired of settling for less. And you are in this energy of, you're like, I know what I deserve. I know what I want. I'm not going to settle for less. And because you have this healthy confidence and you have this realization, you end up manifesting it very quickly. Some of you are dealing with a person who's making you feel very guilty for not wanting to be with them. But you're taking back your power. And you're like, look, I'm the Queen of Wands. I don't have to feel bad. If I don't want to be with somebody, I don't have to be with them. And I don't want to be with them because they're not bringing me what I need or what I deserve. And I have a right to want what I need and what I deserve. I shouldn't have to give that up, right? It's like if I'm not really into cars. I really don't care about cars. But let's pretend for a moment that I'm obsessed with Lamborghinis. And it's like my lifelong dream to have a Lamborghini. And I go and I work 3 jobs and I bust my butt, right? But the best jobs that I can get are very low paying jobs. And I work my butt off and I put together $10,000. Now, $10,000 is a decent amount of money. I wouldn't turn down 10 grand. You probably wouldn't turn down 10 grand. But if I take 10 grand to the Lamborghini dealership and I beg and I plead and I say, please, you don't know how bad I want this Lamborghini. I am obsessed with this Lamborghini. I can't stop thinking about this Lamborghini. I have to have it. I worked my butt off. I worked 7 days a week for I don't know how long, and I put together this 10 grand, and it's all I have, and it's the best that I can do. Please just let me have this Lamborghini. The dealership may realize how badly I want the Lamborghini, that I'm obsessed with it, that I worked really hard to put this money together. But at the end of it, that 10 grand is not worth the Lamborghini. It's not enough. They're not going to feel sorry for me. They're not going to feel sorry for me and say, you know what, Amethyst? You know, it's not enough, but we know how bad you want it. So here you go. Here's the keys. It's all yours. That's not going to happen in a million years. Because I'm not showing up with what the value is. You're worth more than the Lamborghini. This person might be begging you. They might be pleading you. You might even see that they've made changes. But the changes might not be enough. And they may still be doing things that make you feel uncomfortable or unsafe. And that's very important that you pay attention to that. You shouldn't have to give yourself away on discount. You shouldn't have to give yourself away on clearance because somebody is begging you and pleading you. They might be genuine. They might be sincere. But if they're not showing up with what you need, it's not a good deal to make. And the Queen of Wands realizes that she doesn't have to feel bad about that. The Queen of Wands realizes what she is worth, and she's not going to give herself away on discount. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. If this is none of those for you, sometimes those other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you click on the link in the description of this video, calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Don't forget to check out the weekly forecasts and the card of the day that I've been doing lately, where we talk about everything other than love and romance. And I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful March, and hopefully I'll see you all in the comments in the weekly and daily videos as well. Take care, Taurus. Be well, my dears.